Hey everyone, so today I am doing hopefully a very quick short video on the basics of how to improve your looks with, not minimal products, but not extravagant amount of products, just that in between where it's still simple, still doable quickly, kind of an everyday kind of a deal, but sometimes it still needs a little explaining. So that is what we are doing today. With one of my friends in mind, because I just sent her an entire box of makeup and we had planned on getting together to do this, but now it is almost Christmas and snowing and you know how it is. So I'm doing a video instead. Hopefully this helps. I'm not using all Mary Kay products. I'm going to throw in some other ones, but all in all together it should mesh together and still make sense. So here we go. I'm going to zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, I don't usually zoom in this close because I don't like to see how dry my skin is on camera. Yeah, winter is very, very hard on my skin. But anyway, moving on, going to get started here. I have my list of stuff that I sent my friend over here. I didn't send her too many products because I wanted it to be something that she could actually do and do quickly. So, I sent her a CC cream, which is like the easy go-to foundation for a worker woman working outside. She ranches, does cattle, has kids. She doesn't have a lot of time for, a lot of details. So she is going to rock this CC cream. It has a sunscreen in it. It's not a full coverage foundation, but it will do just fine. And I am going to be using a full coverage foundation today because I have other videos I want to film. So the same kind of concept, just quicker for her. Okay, so I just applied a primer to my face, which I did not include in my friend's package because she doesn't need one for her CC cream, but I absolutely do need one for my full coverage foundation. So same concept that she's going to be applying is you just put your foundation in your palm of your hand. You'll get a hang for how much you need. You can always add more, and then get your beauty blender wet with hot, warm water. Squeeze it out really good. There shouldn't be any, when you squeeze it, there shouldn't be any water coming out of it. So then you just dip and apply. And a CC cream will not go on nearly as thick as you're going to see this going on, which will make it even faster because you don't have to blend near as much as I'm going to have to here. I'm just going to need some more. When you use your beauty blender, you want to dab it up and down. You don't want to drag the product around because then it defeats the purpose. So you just dab the makeup onto your skin. Make sure you go up into your ears, into your hairline. Okay, and then for my neck, I usually take whatever's left on my hand and I do drag it down on my neck because I don't need it to be still full coverage. I need it to blend in really seamlessly. Okay, so now I've got this mess going. I just take the back flat part of the beauty blender and very quickly and fairly gently dab over everything I just did. And the beauty blender will pick up the excess. It'll cover any spots we missed. Okay, and then I go down my neck and make it not quite so obvious that I have covered my face in makeup. Okay, since I'm doing other things today with my video, I am doing a full face, and I'm not doing all of those steps on camera because you don't need them for your simple, I'm just showing you how to use your product, not how it's going to turn out on your face. So I used a Mary Kay translucent powder and a Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This is something that you can find in my other videos if you want to learn how to use these, but you do not need them for your video of quick, easy, everyday makeup. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to do, so far you have just your foundation on, you used your beauty blender, that was it. One step. Easy, fast. We're going to move on to eyebrows, which will take just a touch more time, and it's a little bit more challenging to learn how to do, but I have complete faith anybody can do eyebrows. Okay, so I sent the Precision Brow Liner Pencil, and it is from Mary Kay. It has a very detailed tip on it, so it is very easy to use. And what I'm realizing I did not send was a brush for your eyebrows, and I will get one of those into the mail soon for you. Okay, but it'll look like this, and what you do is you just brush your eyebrows up and out. Okay, and then you have to evaluate your eyebrows. How do you want your eyebrows to look? Okay, so I like mine to be, I guess I would say editorial, but very thick, very hairy, but still thin and elegant. So they're thick for my face. You have to discover what you want for your face. Bring my mirror a little closer here. Ooh, that's plenty close. Alright, so what I start with when I have a client that's learning how to do their eyebrows, a lot of them haven't shaped their eyebrows or don't pluck their eyebrows. That's the first place to start if you want really pretty eyebrows, is to just take the tweezers and get all the hairs that have escaped, you know, the ones that are up here and down in here and are clear down here or right in the middle. Just get rid of those, and then you'll have a better idea of where your eyebrows actually are. Okay, and then evaluate where your hair grows in the thickest. A lot of people, especially ones that have had their eyebrows waxed in the past, have eyebrows from here to here and pretty bushy, pretty thick, and then they don't really seem to have any clear out here. You want your eyebrows to go, let me get something, oh, this will work. So from your nose, the side of your nose, straight up, that's where your eyebrow should start. And then if you take the side of your lip to the side of your eye, there's where the tail of your eyebrow is for your face shape. So for your eyebrow from there to there, have a little curve in the middle if you like a really exaggerated look or a really straight look or just a natural curve. I try to keep mine in this kind of natural with a little curve in it so that I have a little more expression. But what you do is you evaluate where the dark spot is, and then the simplest way to learn is just to fill in the rest of it. Don't worry about making exact lines or drawing hairs. Just start by filling in some color. So like if you have hair here, then don't put any in this part. If it's really thick and dark right there, don't put any there. But go ahead and put some in the very middle of your brow, here, over here, and maybe a little here, and then brush it through with your brush. Okay, so you're just going to take your brush and just kind of brush the color really gently into the hairs, and then take a look and see, is that enough eyebrow? Is that enough color? Is that enough of everything? Okay, so I'm going to do a separate video on how I specifically draw out my eyebrows, a really close one so you can see. But when you're just starting and just using eyebrow pencils, maybe since before or just starting or starting again, you know, it takes some practice, and you don't want to start by just drawing them on, because then you'll end up with these great big eyebrows that you're not used to seeing on your face and you'll hate it. So just start by adding some color to the outside edges, and then as you feel more comfortable with that, then you can start doing a little bit of line drawing, a little bit of hair drawing, a little sculpting, but just start there. So I'm going to draw mine on like I usually do so you can see the difference, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back with eyebrows. I did not mention that you do not need to add a lot of pressure with the specific eyebrow pencil. It is very soft. You won't need a lot of product, so just very gently do little baby hairs. when you draw. Don't just draw on a line like you're drawing a charcoal line with a pencil. Just kind of lightly sketch out where you want the color. The lighter you are, the more natural it's going to look. And we want natural drawn on brows. Natural drawn on brows. Yes, natural. Don't need natural brows. Anywho, moving on. What are we doing next? Okay, so I sent a blush. I did not send a bronzer. I did not send a highlighter. So she just needs a little color brought to her cheeks after the foundation. So all you need for that is to take a brush. If you need a brush, Cindy, let me know. I will stick it in with the eyebrow brush. I didn't even consider that you might not have a brush. Anyway, I'm going to be using the Milani blush from Tea Rose. I do believe I sent a very subtle, little bit sparkly, pinkish blush to Cindy. Okay, so you just put some on your brush, and you want to evaluate where your cheekbones are. Okay, so everybody's face shape is just a little bit different, but in all faces you have, okay, so we've got that line. Let me find something to mark with. Okay, we got that line for your eyebrows, right? Right here. Okay, so then I gotta do this backwards in the camera. Right here is where highlight goes. Okay, so this is a nothing zone. Okay, unless you're gonna apply highlighter. That's where that goes. So from there to there, highlight. And then you have a cheekbone. If you feel your face, you can probably find that you do have a cheekbone. Okay, so your cheekbone should go from like the top of your ear a little bit lower than your nose, probably depending on where your nose is. But from the edge of my ear here down to the bottom of my nose, this is your cheekbone. This is where your blush goes. It doesn't go just right here. Because then you end up like that little 90-year-old lady in church that's still doing her makeup from, you know, it's just put it right here, and it's really cute on them, but it won't be cute on you. So you want your natural blush to start back here, and it'll kind of be rosy all the way. So what I do is I put that color on my brush, and then I just lightly dab, but I start in the back because I want most of the color to be back here. I don't want it all to end up right here. So I start back there, I kind of lightly dab until I got the color distributed where I want it. Okay, so the main part of the color that just went on, you can kind of see it. It's very light. It's very, very subtle, we're going for very natural here. Natural and quick. So you basically just patted it on. You could be done right there. Okay, I've got a little extra in my brush, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on this side. And then I take the cleaner side of the brush and just make it more natural. We're just blending the edges. See how rosy that looks now? It looks like I've been flushed. I have a little color back to my cheeks, but it's not all right here. Okay, so I didn't send a bronzer because we're just doing very natural. So far we've only done, and for you, you've only done your foundation with your sponge, you put on your eyebrows, you add a little blush. Okay, 3 steps. Should be very quick, 3 steps. Alright, so then I also sent eyeshadows. So we're going to jump into eyeshadows next. Okay, I just added a little bronzer to my face because I am that extra. I can't sit down and do a video and plan the rest of my day without doing all of my steps. I didn't used to be this extra. I used to do the very minimum, and it worked great for me, but now I want it all. So we're finally moving on to the eyeshadows. Okay, so I sent Mary Kay eyeshadows. I sent Sandcastle, Candlelight, and Rose Gold, which I picked out specifically for Cindy. They'll be very easy to use, very easy to learn with. I'm looking at the colors right here, and they are the new formulas. So these are not the same kinds of colors that we used to have. They changed their entire formula. Okay, so Sandcastle, Candlelight, and Rose Gold. I have swatched the Rose Gold, and oh my gosh. So pretty, so creamy, so sparkly. It's almost got a chrome to it. It's really, really gorgeous, and I'm really excited about ordering one of those for myself, but I don't have one yet. So we are going to use the Milani palette. I chose colors that would, I just blew this out. I chose colors that would be easy for Cindy to use. Colors that anybody could use, and the colors that I learned with, they're just really simple colors that you can notice and make a big difference. They just aren't challenging to use. You don't want to start your makeup with challenging when you're just starting. Okay, so Sandcastle is kind of a little bit creamy. It's sandy. It's like a peachy, sandy, creamy color. It's a very neutral. So in the Milani palette, I am going to use the, if I can get it figured out here, Bear in Mind, which is very, very similar to the Sandcastle. So just, I gave you one brush. One brush is all you're going to need. Just swirl your brush in that product. Wow, we don't want that color. This is really hard to do backwards. Okay, so you swirl the brush in the product and then you just tap it because you don't want all that fallout on your brush. So that just takes all the little powdery fallout off. Okay, so then all you're going to do is you got to identify where your eyelid is, where your eyebrow bone is, and where the crease of your eye is. Okay, 3 parts of your eye. Where the crease is where your eye goes up into your eye socket. This part right there. Your eyelid is from there down, and your brow bone is right under your eyebrow. Okay? So you're going to take that color and you're going to put it in the crease. Okay? So the majority of that color is going in the crease. Very, very simple, okay? This color is not really dark. It's going to be okay if it gets places. So just put it in the crease, and then once you've got most of the color distributed off your brush and into your crease, just go ahead and smudge it all the way up to your brow bone, okay? So you just warmed up your eyelid, your eyebrow bone, your crease. It all got some warm color, okay? Because you're going to also bring it down here. You're just covering the entire space with that color. But you want the majority of the color in the crease. You don't want to have a bold color up here where people notice that you put a color on your brow bone. You just want it to be warm, okay? So I don't know if we can tell the difference in this light. Let me bring my light closer so that you can maybe tell. I don't think this light is going to help. But this eye versus this eye, this one is just a little warmer, a little more even, it has a little more interest, it's a little colorful, right? Okay, so then you can build that color in your crease as much as you want. It's going to build up, it'll get a little darker every time you put it on. And once you get comfortable with the application of your crease, your brow bone, then I'll send you a darker color and you'll have lots of fun with that. But you got to start somewhere. Okay, so then the Candlelight is a very sparkly, light color, which love. Okay, so I'm going to substitute this Sands of Time. And it is just, it's a little bit off on the color tone. Yours is more gold and has bigger sparkles, but the application is exactly the same. Okay, so you just take some on your finger, just like that. And you're just going to tap this in the middle of your eye. You're not dragging, you're just tapping very lightly and bring it in to the inner corner of your eye. Okay, so you have a very light application of a bright, sparkly color halfway. Very simple. We didn't put it in the crease, we didn't put it on the brow bone. You don't want your brow bone to sparkle, you want it to be matte. So then you just put it on there. It's very easy. You just very dab, 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 dab. There it is. Okay, so then you take the rose gold and you're going to love the rose gold. The rose gold is so fun, so easy to use. I'm going to substitute the Gold Getter, which is in the middle here. I'm not even going to wipe that finger off. It's still got the other color on it. Okay, so I just picked up some. And it's going in the middle, right over the top of the other, and the outer edge. Okay, we're going to go the other way with this color. So you're going middle out. Again, you want to try to keep it out of the crease, off your brow bone. You don't want it on your lower lashes or anywhere down here. You're just putting it on your eyelid. Okay, so then I'm going to wipe my finger off here on my nice little makeup rag. Okay, then take your brush and you're just going to very lightly blend the two together. Okay, 3 steps, 3 colors. One was a matte for your brow bone, the whole lid area, the crease, bring some definition to the crease. You had 1 light sparkly for the inner corner. Oops, now I got sparklies on my nose. And 1 sparkly darker for the outer corner. It'll bring a lot of definition to your eyes. You have really beautiful eyes. These colors are going to really enhance them. You can make them as dark or as light as you want. These colors build really well. If you want them darker, just dip in again with your finger and put it on again. It'll go on really dark. I'm going to add just a little bit more color here. It's so easy. So easy. If you miss, it's really no big deal. Just take your brush, kind of blend it out. Okay, makeup is easy. It's meant to be fun. So if you miss, it's not a wipe it all off and start again. Okay, very simple colors. You got this. I have faith. You got it. All right, I'm going to do my other eye, and then I sent mascara. I did not send eyeliner because I didn't want to give you something to be frustrated about right out the gate, because eyeliner can be very frustrating. Especially if you're not used to doing it, or if you're in a hurry, or this time of year, just working outside, eyeliner is frustrating. So this time of year, I usually go without eyeliner. I wear a lot of eyeliner in the summer and the spring, but not in the winter, because just something about the cold air and being outside just starts to melt down your face. Just frustrating. So I just didn't even bother to send any. And then we bought lip gloss. So lip gloss, pretty simple. You just take your wipe and wipe the foundation off your lips. On goes lip gloss. I sent you a really pretty sparkly pink, and I think it's gonna look great with your skin tone. You do really well in pinks. So mascara. You can do mascara in layers. You put on the first layer, put a little on the bottom. For the bottom lash application, I always do a little wiggle motion. I just set it on there and wiggle back and forth. I don't try to brush it, because then I end up with all this brush down here. And this is a really easy hack for getting some that black color on your bottom lash line, because if you smudge this back and forth enough, see, most of what you're seeing right there is the mascara on my skin under the eyelash. I'm not in focus anymore. I don't know where. I really need a new camera. Anyway, so it's basically now just smudging an eyeliner look on the bottom of your eyelash line with your mascara. It's not, not all of this is mascara on my lashes that you're seeing. So then for your top, I really wish I could get the camera to focus. I coat the back side, because I don't have very many eyelashes. You have a lot of eyelashes, Cindy. It won't take you very much to get big eyelashes. And then I go up. I do the bottom. And if you want ginormous eyelashes, just wait like 3 seconds. It'll kind of dry, and then hit it again. Do it again. You can layer mascara. You can layer mascara so much that you can use this brush on one product, then you can grab another product that has a bigger brush and layer it on. Like, this brush is significantly different, but it layers on top of my other mascara really well. See how big my lashes suddenly are? Mascara is amazing. Anyway, very simple. I have complete faith you can do this. This video got kind of long because I haven't done a video in a while and I'm kind of chatty. But if you still have trouble, just back up. Please don't hesitate. Anybody that's watching this to leave me a comment if I didn't cover something far enough. If you want to see a video about a specific portion of your face or how to find a certain portion of your face or how to do eyebrows for your face, drop me a picture of yourself if you want. But this was meant to be, I know I didn't follow with the products exactly that I sent because I'm not doing specific how-tos with specific products. I want you to learn about your face with your products. And it's really not specific to products when it's this simple. So just smear the foundation on, blend it out with the damp beauty blender so that it's all even. Okay, so that just kind of evens your skin tone. I sent you a really easy foundation to use. It's gonna be thinner than what you're seeing on my face, but it also has that SPF in it. It's gonna be a little bit moisturizing. It'll just kind of tone down and color correct. And then I just sent the eyebrow pencil, which take a little bit of effort, a little bit of work, but once you get it, it'll really open your face up to have eyebrows all the way out. It really is a game changer when you have more face than just this, because when you just have these, it makes it really dark and centered over your nose. So when you have this much face, suddenly you have a brighter face. Blush. Blush is so simple. If you don't have a brush and you want to get started, just take it and put it on your finger, okay? You can't even see how much I put on there because I just put on a very light application. And this is kind of where the brush makes it easier because you can get too much on your finger very quickly. But if you just take and dab and then kind of start back here and just lightly pat it on, same difference, okay? You don't have to make this rocket science. It can be very easy. Lip gloss, you got that, that's easy. Mascara, I'm sure that you can get that. Even people that have problems with mascara do eventually get it. It just takes a little practice. Everything just takes a little bit of practice. I do believe that's all I sent you. Oh, I also sent you some cleansing cloths because I wanted you to have a way to get it back off. But anyway, simple, fast, not so fast on this video, but should be fairly fast for you. If you have any trouble, just let me know. So if you want to see another video from my channel, there'll be one popping up here somewhere. And if you enjoyed this video or are new here, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell. Because yeah, I am done with work. I am back on the ranch and I'm ready to do more videos. So hopefully I'll be seeing you here.